Hi, this is the back of a book. I like doing that. I always go to the back of the book first. Well, first of all, it tells you what the book's about. This is sort of in hieroglyphics. No, I'm teasing. It's just some stamps that I did, but I always like to see the back of the book because then it makes the front of the book it's all that more interesting. And in this case, it doesn't. But um, I made this book because I saw somebody make a book out of paper with, oh, my cat is just being sweet. His name's Charles Barkley and he's very sweet. But I saw some on YouTube make a book out of paper and duct tape. And I thought, well, I can do that. Except for I have zero skills when it comes to anything coordinated. So mine turned out rather shabbily, I must say. It's definitely not anything for, who's that lovely woman? Serna, I can't remember her name, but she like does the most beautiful, elegant things. Some people are so elegant on YouTube. I just want to like never stop watching their things, and I think to myself, well, I have to keep going if I'm going to try to even get there. So that's part of it. But the biggest thing for me is that it just frees my mind. It keeps me from worrying about what is going to happen, what has happened, and what's going on at the moment. It allows me to escape into a place that is meaningful and thoughtful in my own terms, at my own pace, and then I feel like I'm creating something to offer up to my friends, my world, my community. I'm a better person after I've done crafting. I don't know about you guys. I hope that's the case. So anyway, here's this goofy thing, and it's made out of some duct tape, and it's got some gold paper that I really liked. I don't know why. This is a ribbon I stamped on and just threw up there. Here is some stuff. I don't know if you can tell on the video or not what it is, but it's just a bunch of stuff that I put together. I like this. This is like a piece of tool that I gathered a flower up in and punched it down with some glue and then put another flower on top. Here's like a little piece of beautiful stuff I got from, I think, Joann's for like nothing. I have a gazillion rolls of it. This is a transfer on packing tape I learned on YouTube. Thank God for YouTube. That I used from a Stampington magazine, so obviously would not be selling this. That's just so funny for me to even say it. Stamped some Cavallini bird cages up here. Put some stuff about a high tower, like, I don't know what that page is all about. Maybe someone could tell me, but I like it. This is another page I did with, this is an old piece from a cassette. Literally a cassette, like a reel-to-reel cassette deck tape box. And I pulled that off. It looked like a spaceship to me. Some of these things look like spaceship things to me, and that's why I made this page. I hope you can see it. I don't know what I'm doing. This is that drip method, and underneath it is a whole bunch of cool stuff that I put down, like how ringworms can get inside you and stuff, and it all came out from a, I don't know, like an encyclopedia I got from the Goodwill, but I tried the drip method, wasn't really good at it. Tried some lace, people use lace, so I'm not great at it. This page made me happy. These were some ladies that I got from, I think, Dover Publications. You can get some free downloads from them if you sign up for their newsletter. I think that's where these came from, and I printed them out, and I cut them out, and then I colored them in, and I'm like the worst colorer. Like, Copic markers will never be a part of my stash because, no, I use whatever I can do. But I took these bottle caps that I actually literally found on the ground. I'm not kidding. I think there's like a Molson in here and two Miller Goldens or something, and I threw some beads in there that I found in a, I don't know, a jewelry box that I got at a garage sale or something, and threw some lace on there. Had to put a doily in because I saw everyone does a doily, and okay, maybe they did in 2010, 2013, but I'm just catching up, people, okay? Here is a piece of a coaster that I thought was really lovely, and I just glitter glued him, and I don't know what the word is that you guys use, but y'all use something that's glittery. This came out of my favorite blush. It's a tin, it's a piece of metal, and I decided to just put some paper inside it and call it a day as a extremity or a piece of ephemera or whatever. I didn't want to throw it out. I'm not a thrower outer. Okay, so that's that page. This page is very interesting. It's got a lot of stuff on it. Obviously, Relic is like a clothing line, but this little guy, I like his cheeks. These women, I don't know what they're doing, if they're running or cheering, but it's from Russia in some kind of encyclopedia I got from the Goodwill. Here's a picture of our lovely, Audrey Hepburn. And then over here is a beautiful gal that I like. She looks kind of like from the future, and just I tried to do some painting, and I used gesso, and I don't know what I'm doing. And there's the back with some big bold sort of, I don't know, stamps and gold and things. So I hate saying I don't know, but if you know, you don't know. So that's it. That's that one. I'll show you one more. It's kind of kooky that I just made. And I told you I went on a trip to Western Canada. And while I was there, my friend Mitch took me into the United Airlines lounge, which I'd never been in. And because I'm not a world traveler and I don't get to go into places like that, I pretty much just hang out at like the gate waiting for the plane, or I'm running for the gate, you know. So anyway, I went into this lounge and they had all kinds of stuff available. Coffee and water and little cheeses and my favorite shortbread cookies. And you could go up to the bartender and order anything and just tip them, and you got a free drink. And I didn't really do that, but I did get to plug in my iPhone. I got to plug in my computer. I got to write some emails because it was a business trip. But in there, they had some free magazines, you know, complimentary from the United Airlines site. And they were trying to sell their Visa card. And their Visa card was sold in this lovely little thing that's like saddle stitched or whatever. I used to sell printing, so I know that. It's just basically like stapled open. But had it been sewn, it would have been cool. But in any case, I liked the size of it and decided to make a little journal out of it. And after I made the journal, which was pretty much just covering up pages with stuff and you know, painting a little bit here and there and adding some little papers and leaving some of their words. Thought pad, I don't know, notes. Elevated experience. I thought that was funny. Then I like painted this page. This is a card for my sister, and here's some graph paper, which I know is coveted. Anyway, I put my initials T and then R, and I am no artist, obviously. It's like ridiculous that I even do this. But I had this packaging from the Walmart tape, and I thought, well, wouldn't that be a fun little thing to place down on my journal and put some funny little ringy dingy dings that go around. Well, that was cool, except for I did it with tape, so a lot of the things stuck, because you know how tape would stay sticky forever, so I should have done it with glue. But anyway, I do have these pretty I guess they're emeralds in my initial, and I can shake it. And Richard has a special needs son who comes and stays with us every once in a while. And when I show him my books, which I always do, he really loved this one. So it makes me feel like people who need some happiness can get happy with this. And obviously I need some happiness or I wouldn't have made it. So that's another book I made. And I'm going to see you in a little while, and I'm going to ask my executive producer to shut this down, and I'm going to show you some other goofy things I made. Here's sneak peek, sneak peek, sneak peek, sneak peek, whoop, sneak peek, whoop, sneak peek, whoop, sneak peek.